Imagine this, the clock hits 5 a.m. The world is silent. No emails. No traffic. No buzzing notifications. Just you, your breath, and your dreams waiting to be built. Now, what if I told you that this single habit, simply waking up at 5 a.m. every day, could completely transform your health, your career, your happiness, and even your soul? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is exactly what Robin Sharma teaches in his global bestseller, The 5 a.m. Club. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to take you through the entire book, lesson by lesson, strategy by strategy. You'll learn why 5 a.m. is magical, how the world's most successful people use it, and how you can apply it starting tomorrow morning to elevate your entire life. So stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the exact blueprint that billionaires, athletes, and top performers use to own their mornings and master their days. Let's begin. Before we dive into the lessons, let's talk about how the book itself is written. Unlike most self-help books, The 5 a.m. Club is written as a story. The story follows three main characters: a struggling entrepreneur, a frustrated artist, and a billionaire mentor. The entrepreneur feels overwhelmed, stressed, and on the verge of burnout. The artist has talent but lacks discipline and direction. And then comes the billionaire, an eccentric but wise mentor, who introduces them to the philosophy of waking up at 5 a.m. Through their journey, Robin Sharma teaches us powerful lessons about productivity, balance, health, and fulfillment. Now, the core idea of the book is very simple but very powerful. Own your morning. Elevate your life. But how? That's where the famous 20-20-20 formula comes in, and we'll get to that soon. But first, let's understand why 5 a.m. is so special. At 5 a.m., the world is quiet. Your mind is clear. And your willpower is at its strongest. See, throughout the day, your willpower gets drained. Every decision you make, every distraction you face, slowly eats away at your mental energy. That's why by evening, most people feel exhausted and unmotivated. But at 5 a.m., you get a head start. You get a full hour of deep, undisturbed time to focus on yourself, before the world demands anything from you. Robin Sharma calls this time the victory hour. And here's something interesting, science backs this up. Researchers have found that early risers tend to be more proactive, more optimistic, and more focused. They also have lower stress levels and higher productivity. Think of it this way: while the world is sleeping, you are already investing in your health, your mindset, and your goals. That's what separates the average from the extraordinary. And that brings us to the formula that has changed millions of lives, the 20-20-20 rule. Okay, listen closely, because this is the heart of the book. When you wake up at 5 a.m., you don't just roll out of bed and check Instagram. You divide the first hour, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., into three powerful 20-minute blocks. This is called the 20-20-20 formula. One keycap: first 20 minutes, move. From 5 o'clock to 5:20, you move your body. Run, do yoga, stretch, dance, anything that gets your heart pumping. Why? Because exercise releases dopamine and serotonin, your happy chemicals. It also reduces cortisol, the stress hormone. And it boosts brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which literally grows new brain cells. In simple words, you become happier, sharper, and calmer, all in just 20 minutes. To keycap next 20 minutes, reflect. From 5:20 to 5:40, you slow down and reflect. This could be meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Why? Because clarity comes in stillness. When you reflect, you understand your goals better, you process your emotions, and you design your day with intention, instead of rushing into it blindly. 3 keycap final 20 minutes, grow. From 5:40 to 6 o'clock, you grow. Read a book. Listen to a podcast. Study something that improves your craft. This is the time to feed your mind. Remember, if you want to double your income, triple your investment in personal growth. And there you go, that's the 20-20-20 formula. Move, reflect, grow. By 6 a.m., you've already invested in your body, your mind, and your spirit. And that's why the rest of the world can't compete with you, because you've already won before the day even started. Most people think success is only about mindset. But Robin Sharma says, mindset is only 25% of the equation. To truly live a rich life, you need to master 4 interior empires. Mindset: how you think. Heartset: how you feel emotionally. Healthset: how strong and energetic your body is. Soulset: how connected you are to your higher purpose. Now think about this. You can be smart, but if your emotions are a mess, you won't succeed. You can be positive, but if your health is broken, you can't perform. And you can be rich, but if your soul is empty, you'll never feel fulfilled. That's why the 5 a.m. routine is so powerful. It touches all 4 empires: mindset through learning, heartset through reflection, healthset through exercise, and soulset through silence. Balance all 4, and you'll become unstoppable. Now let's be real, it's not easy to suddenly wake up at 5 a.m. if you are used to sleeping late. But here's the truth, every new habit goes through 3 phases. Destruction: the first 22 days are painful. You are breaking old habits, and your brain resists. Installation: days 23 to 44. This is the messy middle. You are still struggling, but it's becoming a little easier. Integration: days 45 to 66. Now the habit becomes automatic. It's a part of your identity. Robin Sharma says it takes 66 days to install a new habit permanently. So if you commit to 66 days of waking up at 5 a.m., it will become who you are, not just something you do. Remember this line: all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and beautiful at the end. Another big lesson from the book is this: success is not about working non-stop. It's about managing your energy. Sharma calls it the twin cycles of elite performance. High excellence cycle: periods of deep focus, hard work, creativity. Deep recovery cycle: periods of rest, reflection, fun, and sleep. Most people stay stuck in hustle mode, burning themselves out. But world-class performers know that recovery is just as important as work. That's why sleep is non-negotiable if you want to wake up at 5 a.m. You can't sleep at midnight and expect to thrive at 5. You need at least 7 hours of quality sleep. So yes, the 5 a.m. habit actually starts the night before. Here's a quick tip: if you want to wake up at 5, don't just focus on mornings, master your evenings. Put your phone away an hour before bed. Dim the lights. Journal or read something calming. Go to bed by 10 p.m. Remember, the way you end your day shapes the way you start the next one. So, what's the big lesson from the 5 a.m. club? It's simple: own your morning. Elevate your life. Waking up at 5 a.m. is not just about productivity. It's about self-respect. It's about putting yourself before the world. It's about becoming the kind of person who is calm, strong, and focused before anyone else even wakes up. Remember this: you don't have to be smarter, richer, or luckier. You just have to wake up earlier and use that time wisely. As Robin Sharma says, small daily improvements, when done consistently over time, lead to stunning results. So join the 5 a.m. club. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But starting now. Because your future self is waiting for you at 5 a.m. Pause, slow closing. Thank you for watching. If this inspired you, make sure to subscribe, share this with someone who needs it, and let's start winning our mornings together.